I have an idea for a new business.
Sorry,
it's called horse
candy.
It's called horse candy.
Okay.
Because it's candy for horses.
Yeah.
They already do that.
Do they?
It's just sugar cubes.
Have
They
you
get
seen-
them sugar cubes.
That's
I know,
true.
but look, man. You call it horse candy, you make it expensive. People are going to buy it.
That's true. That's also true.
Well, just do sugar cubes.
Veblen goods. Veblen goods.
you could
and then
dye
just price it up a lot.
Well, I could do that and call it horse candy.
You could dye them all different colors, and then put a box with a horse with a horn on it, horse candy, but it's like a unicorn. Boom, sugar cubes for $10.
James, what you should really do is like. Did you ever hear about gamer food?
Gamer food?
Did you hear
I
that?
want to say yes.
It was Fatality tried to do a thing called gamer food. Never took off.
Wasn't gamer food a cheating thing? That in
What?
Counter in CS:GO, gamer food. It's like a cheating group.
Oh no, this is actually an actual product line that I think Fatality was trying to create a long time ago.
Oh,
Long time ago.
was it just like Snickers bars,
I don't know. I can't remember.
Mountain Dew?
Just food for gamers.
Protein stuff,
Yeah.
I guess. But no, man, horse candy. I'm in there.
Well, why'd you think of horse candy?
Because I think it just sounds awesome.
Oh,
Horse candy sounds great. What do you mean? Why? I don't know why I think it. It just came into my head. I was outside taking a breather and I was like, horse candy. I'm a genius. Yes, horse candy. Let's go.
yeah. Well, you just presented it like it was just like a grand idea, but
Horsecandy.com. It could also be a t-shirt line called horse candy.
you
I would
could sell
I
merchandise.
would shift. I would shift some kgs. I would
meta, yeah.
shift some boxes. Horse candy. Just have nothing to do with horses.
That is
All candy. Have a nice
the official intro of horse candy.
logo though. Horse candy. You heard it here first.
Can we change that sound
No.
for
No.
keys?
What's wrong with you? You can't walk into someone's house and be like, can we just put that over there
I'm like
and move that TV over there?
Well, but I've been in the
Come on.
house for a certain number of days. I'd like to have some input on
No.
the arrangement of the decoration.
Do you pay for anything? No, you don't.
I don't pay. Do you pay for stuff?
Pay for everything. Pay for too much.
Shazam doesn't pay. Shazam makes people pay with his P2000.
With his P2000.
So I hope Cajun wasn't expecting Convict to be there, but Vice is there to support his teammate. 3 versus 4. And the frags keep coming for Optic Gaming. For Rogue, sorry. Definitely for Rogue. Gade at the back. Gade might get whacked. Down to the 3 HP.
I'd love the idea of showing presence on lower ramp when you want to try to make the Ivy guy uncomfortable or make him peek, which sometimes you want to do that to make him second guess his position, because if they hear inners, like, you know, he's going to think, all right, I'm going to try to lead off at least a little bit, or I have to go take a peek right now, and that way he's not going to hold his sick angle while you walk up Ivy.
Rotation, CT rotations. That's the thing, like, even throwing a simple smoke can sometimes cause that effect on certain maps, which will create slight positional adjustments from the CTs. And this is something, this is why demo watching is very important. So you can actually pick up on these things. And it allows you to have reads on the map and how to play smart. Oh! Wow. Kaden got tagged in the hip bone. That's painful. That's all he can do to stand at this point in time. So critically weak, and GMD will lead the charge for the UMP. And Hiko opening up the bomb site. Looks very easy, James.
Doesn't look difficult on this occasion, but on other occasions, who knows, maybe it might have been. Cajun B, where is he headed? Into the B bomb sites. And nobody's there. They're all on A. So he may try to find the most obscure position with which to steal away a weapon, or maybe he just wants to hide. He wants to burrow his head in the stand and pull his head back out again and wonder why he did that.
Like an ostrich.
Ostriches don't do that.
Oh, what's the animal that does it?
Animals don't do that.
What's that?
Put their head in their sand.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's ostrich.
It's ostrich,
No,
yeah.
no. Ostriches do not do that. That would be stupid. Animals are not stupid. They don't do stupid.
That's the thing.
Right.
That's the very thing that they do.
They do it
They
when
don't do
they
it.
think, they literally have the logic that if they put their head in the sand, that the predator won't see them.
They literally don't do that.
Is it? Well, you're saying it's a myth, James?
Yes, of course it's a myth. Oh, let me put my head in the sand. They have no interest in the rest of my body where all my meat is. Come on, man.
How much credit are you giving to
These
them?
animals are born with survival instincts.
Some of them aren't very good.
If Ostriches did that, they would all be dead, all of them. You filthy casuals.
Well, that's not true. Ostriches don't bury their heads in the sand. They wouldn't be able to breathe, but they do dig holes in the dirt to use as nests for their eggs. Several times a day, a bird puts its head in the hole and turns the eggs.
Okay, so sometimes.
Only an absolute plebeian would think any animal puts its head in sand before you even get to the breathing, just all the rest of it.
Even though it wasn't true, James, it was common knowledge.
Means that the common idiot is prevalent in these circles.
I went to the bottom 4% of high school, James. Don't bully me.
It is funny though. But I mean, I do think still though you give some animals too much credit, James.
Like what?
Yeah, why do you
Name
think
one animal I give too much credit.
Ostriches.
Ostriches.
You guys are not having any of my course candy.
I do really want to try the ostrich meat.
I thought it was 4 horses.
I want to try that. That sounds good.
It's just going to be sugar cubes, so they're going to be dyed different colors. Same thing as sugar cubes. Basically cereal.
Right, enough about you guys and your nonsense. It is the buy round, a very important time. Shazam is on AWP for the CT side. Oh, he didn't know which players to shoot. That was a noble attempt.
Oh no.
Flying AWP.
Oh, the Fortnite shot.
That's a shame. I know what that means. I haven't played the game.
A lot of jumping.
People jump a lot,
Oh,
I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's an annoying thing when you see a target to your left and a target to your right at the same time, and quickly some people will shoot between them. Just a thing your brain does. Shazam will feel bad about that. But if his team can save 4 of their 5 weapons, then it would be better than a lot of other situations. But it seems Rogue will continue 4-0. Oh, how is Config still alive? He's dead.
He died. Oh, this. Oh, Vice. Oh no. Oh. He was very confused. That's where he's being shot there. It's all good. Oh, GMD right at the end also. 4-0. I have to say the dynamic between these two teams on Overpass, I do wonder if that's something that will continue here, because we saw an extraordinary amount of situations that is very uncommon on Overpass, where you get in the first 20-30 seconds, like half of each team dying and having like a 3v3. Just the mid-rounding was just so much of it. Oh, very fast action into the outer bombs. I think they all get stopped by a single Molotov.
Yeah,
which makes you think.
That's weird. Okay, well, they didn't use a lot of their nades, so I mean, they had smokes. They could have had someone to throw it on if they wanted to all get out, but instead they took a lot of nade damage. It's just a weird trade-off because they didn't commit, but they took a lot of damage.
Agrees. It makes you think that there's the lacking of protocol there.
Yeah, I mean, definitely if you're going to do fast outside, like, someone should just have their smoke out for that if you're going to commit to it.
Yep.
But it's just weird because they didn't use any of their nades.
Indeed. Well, Cadian will make the creep. He'll crawl. He's prone. Takes down Shazam. And Config gets the kill onto GMG. So there's just madness all over this A bomb site at the moment. Players all over the place. Cadian is a very huge threat, but what can Config do? Very little at the front of the site. Cadian holding down the held position. Stan and Cajun are in a weird position to go rotate towards the back line. The 2v3 is fairly doable here for them if Cajun can get off a nice 1-deke. Oh, doesn't happen though. Looks like Stan has a bit too much to do here. He's going to try to back away. By the way, when you say someone's jumping and taking a shot, I'm sad that you think of Fortnite, not Quake first. So it's just, you know.
Well, it was like a. It wasn't like a good. He just misfired, but I was almost making fun of it.
Okay.
So
okay,
in Quake, it would make sense, I guess.
You're forgiven. This time. There's a lot of ambient noises. I do wish Valve would keep surprising us, just like sneak in random noises. Like I do feel like they do that with animals. Like sometimes I hear an animal I feel like I've never heard on the map before.
Yeah.
I think I don't know why that is. It's strange. I like it though. It's really nice to like discover something about a game that you play repeatedly and just for as many hours as we have played Counter-Strike.
There was like those posts about, have you ever looked up here? And it's like
Yeah.
a ceiling in a map that you've spent thousands of hours on.
Yeah. Yeah. Very funny. Kaden with the AWP Lightning. Perhaps taking a page out of Fallen's book, or maybe vice versa. Config, though, catches the creep. You can't creep on Config.
Nice.
Config creep on you.
Ooh, maybe some pre-fire there. That's a lovely angle. One of my favourites. Ooh, how did he miss that one? Unlucky for Config. 4 versus 2, however. His team are still very stable. The table has most of its legs. Cadian walking into the angle, and Config continues to lurk, loiter, and just be a general nuisance to his opponent. Optic only, though, looking for round number 1. Sick, biding his time. Do they know where he is? Boom! They know where he was. Cajun B making history of Sick.
Nice. Have you made history, James?
Am I made of history?
No, have you made history?
Yeah, he has. You guys both have.
Oh, that's nice of you to say.
That's true.
I make history when I get on the bus.
There are people in this world that will never forget you.
I feel sorry for those people.
They'll probably talk about you for a long time.
Oh my.
2 sniper rifles for Optic Gaming. Config continues his war of attrition, his war of aggression, his war on Rogue towards the IV position. Look at this savage aggression. He hears the rotation. He feeds information to his team. Does Stanislaw rotate elsewhere? Still standing by Ivy. In the meantime, Sick trying to open up the B bomb site. But the bomb's near Pop Dog. Where's it going to go?
This is an amazing spot for Sick. He may get a great timing here. Yes, he will. That's number 1. What else can he find? He's going to get tagged on the way back. He needs to try to survive as well as do damage as he keeps his team in the round as they look to go for the bomb plant. Sick has done so much, but Cajun B will erase much of it with 2 frags of his own. Hiko, though, in the clutch, the 1v2. A clutch is what he's known for. His name value, speaking of history, goes very far in such situations, but he gets caught. And it may that's one of those things where it may look silly to get caught, but the thing is, and one of the reasons why Hiko's always been a good clutcher is he's usually, when he decides very quickly, I'm going to take these risks. And he's usually pretty good at assessing the risks. You can't check everything, and you can't be positioned the best for every eventuality. So you have to just take your best guess and commit to it. And that's the reason why in the past he's been the best, one of the best clutches in some of these legendary moments.
Absolutely. The decisiveness, the risk management, and like the more decisive you are, the better chance you have of beating someone's internal clock of where you could have gone. So you could get to like a very unlikely angle or something like that if you move right away. So yeah, it is important to take those risks.
Cajun B holding one of the headshot angles if somebody is to fall down. Although a lot of people look slightly more to the right-hand side. Rogue with a funky buy. Their buy is funky. It's like Dan in flares. Something's terribly wrong.
In what, sorry?
In flares?
Flares.
Like the 70s pants?
Yes.
Oh.
Disco pants?
Not flares like a boat when you need help from the Coast Guard.
That would be funky.
Rogue moving up the sidewalk, just with GMD though. An information, a fact-finding mission. And Stanislaw will give him some facts. Not able to do the same onto Sick, however. Gade dancing around oil, as is Vice. Meeting of the mind soon enough, I'm sure.
Oh, what do we have here? Boost over the smoke, you ready? I don't think you almost ever see this kind of play. Oh man, he's actually going to get a kill from it, and a gun is picked up the ladder. Beautiful movement coming in from Cadian, and Sick actually pushes the issue. And these CTs have nowhere to go. They are getting absolutely hounded by Rogue. And Rogue will devour them.
Like horse candy.
Like
yeah,
horse,
baby.
Like horse candy, there was none left.
Horse candy, also edible for humans.
None left because they've all been sold.
Those guys got drilled. They got de-rilled.
Is that the genius marketing strategy? Horse candy. Actually, also, human candy. Good for humans too.
Well, human candy sounds like a completely different thing altogether. I'm not sure I want to be retailing human candy.
Sounds like a strip club.
I don't know what country where I could get a license for that, but horse candy, let's go. From the land of horse burgers, horse candy.
Horse burgers.
Don't you remember there was that whole thing in the UK with horse meat everywhere?
Yeah, that people are very sensitive about that in the UK.
But there were some places where you could eat horse burgers, and they tried to, you know, capitalize on it, sell the horse burgers.
Oh wow, that is definitely some business.
Horse is a very rich meat, though. You wouldn't really fancy it so much.
People are not really cool with eating horses in the UK. Oh, he's gonna die, but that was great.
He was slayed by the reload.
There's so many spots where I see people who have a CZ as a companion pistol, and they just die before they can even draw it. Like, and there's so many. I feel like if it's ever your sidearm, your actual sidearm that you're gonna pull to, you should probably just have a P250 or something like that, or a Deagle, whatever. Just not the CZ. It depends on like the positions you like to play.
Because if you still have to do 100 damage, it's like, you know, you're already screwed.
Yeah.
This is facts.
I'm sure there's a lot of contention on that point. I would love to hear people's opinions on it, but
What, horse candy?
yeah, the kind of what kind of distribution you going for?
Worldwide.
Well, we'll go back to the horse candy distribution model in a moment as we get into the closer into the mid rounds. I would say the mid round is around like 1 minute to 110. So like to me that's the mid round. Like every like 30-40 seconds. Early round, mid round, late round. And right now we see that Rogue have done nothing to pressure really on the map at all. They've just sort of been holding in the spots that are given for them. And Optic are holding just a very safe 2-3 setup. Really passive as well. I think this is a good response from Optic, but they don't have counter grenades, which is a very huge issue. But they do have 2 in the B-bomb sites. They're playing fairly forward. If they were playing for retake, they would be a train back from this position. So they have to frag here, and that's a good start.
It's a good start indeed. That's a nice shot by Config onto Vice. As we ride with Gade, Config is delivering all the kills from the back. But he can't save Gade another time. Shazam, though, will puncture Hiko. The shoulder pick not good enough. Cadian going to... Ooh, hello. Ninja. Thought he's going to go for a peek, but he's waiting for the bomb. He's waiting for the beep, and as he delays, they may think he's going to upper. He's found an opening, but again, target selection not quite there. And that's round number 3 for Optic Gaming.
You know, in that setup where they had one on the right side of the bomb train and then one like Dennis by Oil, I think Cajun takes that shot and he doesn't fight for the second guy. I think it'd be cool if he just suddenly focused on the lower ramp while everyone upper is like trying to see when he peaks, and then the other guy just is aware that upper could cross, and he just hides. I feel like, and kind of like change it up once he gets the kill.
Well, it's back to the CZs and the Beagles. And the frags, that's very precise work there. The bomb is going to, of course, fall all the way down. And they're just trying to get some frags here with these pistols. Not bad, not bad.
Pat. Oh, Config the knocking. Config's enjoying himself with this AWP. Do not recall seeing so much sniping from the man. Times are good if your name is Config. Optic Gaming now starting to catch up.
Oh, they're sticking to it too. Drop them another one so they can double up. It's a good look. It's hitting shots.
Let's go. Grenades being deployed. Is this a faster run from Rogue? I do wonder. Let's have a look actually. Cadian looks to deploy a grenade into A. Will it be a split? Looks like it. 2 players around main, I do believe. Unless my radar betrays me. Well, off we go. KGB with a pre-fire. Nothing doing though. Stanislaw dancing left and right round blue. But his face we made blue. With the bruises from his opponent's weapons. Shazam going for the flick. Can't make it. 2 AWPs remain. Oh, that's a lovely shot from Shazam. But he will go down, as will Gabe. Config left. Insta-trade. Round number 8. A violent round.
I feel like I remember seeing this from Rogue before on Train as well, where they really are very comfortable when they just go for those A hits. If they get out the choke points, then they're pretty good to go. As we see there, I mean, they have you know, the skill for it. That's for sure. We've seen that, you know, GMD sick, especially, you very good at getting those opening kills. And in this game particularly, Vice and Hiko playing pretty well. And so we'll see if they continue to go to that style. But it looks like this round they'll have more presence towards Ali. And that's always very good, drawing attention towards Ali, creating threats there. It's one of the best ways to split the defense. The defense is very tight. We see a 4-man defense towards the A-bomb side at the moment. And if there was to be a deep smoke to isolate the Ali player, Optic would still feel comfortable. Oh my goodness. Config on the reloads, gets abused. Used and abused. As GMD makes his way past the smoke. Beautiful smoke work, absolutely ruins the CT setup. As you can see, he can circumvent everything. GMD eliminates everyone. That smoke was really nice. How do you throw that smoke? You threw that smoke. So
hello.
4 kills for GMD. Entry extraordinaire. Look at that smoke there. That it just Shazam can't see anything, and Shazam's supposed to be able to be the guy that can stop that. And
Where did it come from? And
so the next guy, I forget which, who's in like middle bomb train, gets absolutely ruined because he's not supposed to be looking there. So that is that's pretty powerful.
Dan, for you, I will investigate this. I will research this.
Are you talking about the bomb site smoke or the back 6 smoke? Like the IV?
It was the smoke that blocks Shazam's vision to the alley push. The smoke, yes.
Oh, okay. I was wondering who I can throw that from ladder.
From ladder?
Yeah.
That's a cool one, I like it. Oh my god, the USPs are running amok. Running right. Hiko's stuck in the bathrooms. The scene from Oz. It's not going to go well.
Well, these rounds are fast advancing. KGB, can you hold on to this for the last rounds?
Can I just say it's very just characteristic of this matchup that everyone dies in the toilets for some reason. Just like in this very obscure area of the map, like everyone's just getting annihilated. Obviously they're sort of eco rushing, but still, you rarely see that.
Well then, here we are into the last round. No more toys for Config in terms of sniper rifles. Very low on utility as well. Will this mean aggression? Will it be a pop flash play into main, for example? Well, there'll be early flashes from the T side, so the CTs may not want to go, may not be able to go where they want to. Nice flick there from Cadian. Won't see the play towards Sandwich, however, and there's a full rotation already. The CT's getting picked apart. The legs of the Spider. They're fighting back, however. Oh, last player from Ivy in Hiko. Does not know where Gade is. Might know where he's likely to come from. But Hiko's given too many sound cues away. Getting his bell rung. Got to be careful, Hiko. No time for the flashbang. Creeping, but Gade will finish things off for a 5th round for Optic.
What do you make of it, Launders?
Pretty tumultuous half. I like the pacing from Rogue. I mean, the fast execs even caught me off guard. I thought they would, continue going a little bit slower outside, but it totally, I think, threw Optic through a loop. And I'm really impressed by Acadian's combat style opping, where he's just getting out there, he's being very, very aggressive, and I really appreciate that style of opping. Yeah,
great plays from Acadian for sure. I mean, in many ways, he really leads the team with the ability. I mean, that's how you see it with those types of AWPers. They really create a huge amount of space for a team, and they create chaotic situations because they're able to get untradeable frags in strange spots that can be hard to adapt to sometimes.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
And Rogue right now, they are just waiting. They're playing very passive. You can see they've got a really fast rotation to be. So this is like a super safe setup on the CT perspective. Pew, 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 pew.
Indeed. The boost, will it be good for a 2nd kill for Cadian? Remains up there. Some pre-fire pretty much everywhere. Get his reload in. He is quickly running out of bullets now. So he's got to be careful with the rest of his shots. Cadian down to 3 bullets now, another kill, and now he's got no bullets left because of all the spam. He's got to pick something else up. Stanislaw fires 1 shot. What is the meaning of this? The round will be Rogues. 11 rounds to the 5 of Optic Gaming.
It's good composure, good show of composure from Rogue there. can get very chaotic on the outside, and the clock swarming you, but they managed to hold on pretty well. Having a 5. What do you want to see, Launders?
I want to see the rifle round.
What do you want to see on the rifle round?
On the rifle round from Optic?
Yes.
I don't know, because it really depends on what they have, their information is. What do they expect? What do they expect Rogue to do? I have a number of plays that are cool that we've seen teams do, but that's why sometimes it's good to start at a half with a default, unless you have watched their demo and you have a read on what you think they'll be weak against.
Ooh, that's a good start. Hello!
That's always tough. You want to trade a kill, you're in a lurk spot, but you have to literally run out in front of their crosshair to trade the frag. You don't realize, you don't have an advantage and you know it.
It's 12-5. The rifle round is here. Got AKs. If they get out onto the yard, that's going to be pretty powerful. They can just burst out. Maybe they delay. The delayed rounds, delayed default into burst outside.
Yeah, I would I don't know. Like say if I hadn't played Rogue yet or didn't know what how good they would be against me, I would definitely just start with the default and just see how well our default will work. So they got 3 at Ivy right now. They've also got the bomb down here. The utility, I mean, Ivy is a resource dump, so sometimes you need 2 full sets of utility to get all the way to the top of it if you consider all the counter nades. So it can be a big risk, especially if they are playing heavy Ivy, to try to go up with just like 1 set of nades.
On 1 minute 10 and Optic start the march. Don't know if there's evidence of more than 1 player here for Optic Gaming.
Yeah, that's important too.
Yeah, so, but it seems that the bomb carrier will be peaking, but at this point, maybe a fast-moving round if Vice chooses to engage. He knows at least 1 person is likely to be there. They're waiting for him to peak. There's no trade, though. Very tight angle held by Vice, and he has a player of his own for support. So even if he goes down, Caden could just walk into the angle, and they will never expect that. 3 versus 2. 40 seconds for Shazam. 1 versus 2. Getting his bell rung. Turns around, and Sick will take him out. 13-5 for Rogue.
Honestly, they had the right idea. The setup was actually really good from Rogue afterwards when Cadian refreshed Vice in that position, because obviously they're not going to check him. But here, they're waiting for this left side Ivy peak. Like, it's perfect. They didn't make too much noise, as James pointed out, and they got all the way to the top of Ivy, and they didn't have a lot of utility. So they got all the map control, they just needed a frag. They sat up in the right positions for it, they just couldn't hit their shot.
Well, they may not get too many more opportunities to play with rifles, so next time better count. This time will be an eco. The Eagles are out, but Cadian's in a great position. Cross-up placements pretty good, but he can't get a single frag and almost no damage as well. But his teammates will be in a position to clean up, so everything will be fine. The round will be over. It's all good in the hood.
Nice.
Nice. I want a bamboo keyboard, James.
It's actually made of grass.
Machine has one, but he can't use it because he's left-handed and the function key can't be changed in the bottom right-hand corner.
Why is he left-handed? Why has he done that?
Why is he left?
So if you want, you could buy his one if you want.
I feel like he's trying to fix the wrong thing here, James.
Why can't you reprogram your keys?
Because they made a crap software, apparently.
Oh.
Oh dear.
Just that one. But it's like, it doesn't
funny.
use GMK, it's just some terrible thing. For some reason, they've defaulted the escape key to the console button. So you have to press function console to press escape.
No.
It's ridiculous, yeah. So you have more than 1 keyboard. It's terrible, and this is looking terrible for Optic Gaming. Cadian's been taken down, though, from elsewhere. Does GMD realize that it's... They think it's... I'm not sure they realized they were being shot from main, because there was still another guy in the pop dog, and there were so many bullets being fired. So now there's a window of opportunity for Optic Gaming. The bomb, though, is heading towards B, perhaps? Seems that way. And everybody seems to be joining them.
So they're all party. But will these wayward adventurers find success in the depths of the B-bomb site?
Still got utility for the retake. Oh, 6, they're going for the stack outside. wonder if this changes the. I doubt this changes their plan, but what does it mean for Rogue? You know, it looks like they've. It looks like they've decided that they'll save if Optic go inner, but they technically don't need to. They've got 2 Molotovs and an incendiary, or two incendiaries and a nade.
16 seconds for this bomb to go down. There is a pretty good spread across the bomb site for Optic Gaming, so what did Rogue choose to do? They are noping out of there immediately.
Yeah, I'd still be very worried if I was Optic, because if they win this round legit, then and they kill everybody, then they know they've actually done economic damage. There might not be a buy next round, but here, like, all right, it's going to be just as hard next round, just as hard next round.
Rogue on a cusp of victory. Do Rogue any victories yet? I don't think they do, right? They 0, you know?
Well, they won last map.
Well, that's a good. Whoa, yes, that's a good point.
What are you?
I should probably just leave, shouldn't I?
No.
You want some horse candy?
I'm professional. I would love some horse candy. Yes, please. They have 3 wins. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Respectable. Getting some wins. This could be another one. This could be number 4. But first they must deal with Optic on the full buy. They have an AWP, and they got incendiaries, as evidenced by Stanislaus' melted shoes. Oh, they're just going to go for the pop flash play into T main. Bold stuff, and likely successful as well, as we see lots of frags happening. Shazam gets the shotgun out, but it's not good enough. It's going to be Gade against 3 AWPs and an AK-47. That's an awful prospect.
Best of luck to you, sir. There he goes. Very tough spot for Optic Gaming, and now they are against match point. This would be a very surprise 2-0, I think it's fair to say, for Rogue.
Teammate control is becoming more and more popular. It's extremely strong position. It's super light on utility to take. 1 smoke to the back. There's a million ways to line it up. A Molotov in the deep corner, and then they didn't even smoke Shazam out. He was just in a more passive angle, but Cajun had to turn from a flash, push 2 in. If you keep someone there, if people come out ladder, you're fine. If people come out Ivy, you have teammate control, you're in a really good spot. So it's very, very strong.
Strong. This is a position we see more and more recently as well. Rops loves this one, although we've never seen him have success in it, though
Yeah,
he does continue to take it, so I imagine that it is, you know, a decent one, should you be able to play it well. And also, there's lots of setups you can do with this spot as well. You can actually have an AWP cover, and you can look to the ramp and have an AWP covering you for the upper positions, which actually is very strong, I think, because it's very unexpected to get shot from there as you come down the ramp. So I think that's one of the reasons why it's been positive. But Optic are readying for a split onto the A site whilst they await the repositioning of the bomb gate towards T main. Oh, that's not a good start, though. That may kick things off, but not everyone's here to respond. Very nice by GMD.
Clothesline.
Time continues to tick. And there is time for Optic Gaming here. Jim could get caught out of position by Stanislaus, but he's cutting everybody else out in the meantime. Now Stanislaus, he needs more than 1 kill. Oh no!
Oh god.
GMD moving around. And you do wonder against match point how much value there is in that. Maybe it was the time. 16-6 in favor.
Yeah, Rogue found a lot of success, and well, Optic Gaming had a really, really hard time. It felt like Cajun, we didn't see anything from Cajun, from Shazam, from like really where all their skill is out on the team. It didn't really feel like any of them were enabled in the ways that you would want them to be. And it seems like such a flat performance. And then if you go and look at the names on the team, there's just question marks. Like, how's this happened? But otherwise, you know, great job from Rogue to execute their game plan and to make it successful.
Absolutely. There was some nice shots being hit by Config, at least on Ivy on the CT side. That was something new that they've been doing. It's kind of surprising, man, because Optic had really good performances on Overpass and Train, so this is pretty surprising. But Rogue looked decent, so you know, gotta give them credit. Especially like Katie in the last map. and opening up on T side as well.
Yeah, good performance from Cajun, and it was really fun to watch Config on train as well. He was having a great time, and you can see the statistics there. GMD, though, with the big output, the heavy lifting in terms of damage along with Vice.
That's crazy. Look at that. The ADR doesn't tell the whole story. We saw how many opening kills that Cajun was able to get on T side.
Yep.
Impact frags.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Impact frags. So that was the end of a long day of Counter-Strike in Europe and North America. We'll soon see the leaderboard and see what these implications are in North America. So where are United? They're down there 2 for 6 at the moment, but Rogue starting to move up the table now, 4 for 2. I mean, that's pretty damn good. It wasn't a good start for them, but things are looking much rosier now. NRG, of course, 13 for 1. So lots to play for in the middle of the table. Many more matches to come.
Yeah, it's crazy that you see, Rogue managed to get the 4-2. SK there with, what, 4-6. That's, SK are in trouble. SK are in a little bit of trouble.
They've taken some L's.
They have taken some L's. On their debut with Stewie, we saw 4 back-to-back matches, and they lost all 4. They did have opponents such as Cloud9, and Cloud9 played out of their skin. They played really, really damn well.
Yeah.
So it happens against such a team, but much like last season, they're going to have to be worried about that qualification spot.
Yeah. There'll be more Counter-Strike to come this coming Tuesday. No Counter-Strike action for you tomorrow, so make sure you are subscribed to the channel. There are tickets available for the London finals as well on the link you just saw. We are done for today. We will see you back here in 2 days. Thank you for tuning in, and see you soon.